Does Coach T watch the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke? And hashtag let Kenny cook. Big Deke news. The reason I ask about Coach T watching the podcast is because he did the thing. He actually did the thing that me and Moats were calling for, and that is put Kendrick Green at fullback. And this all started back when Vince Williams tweeted it out. He said something along the lines of Steelers should really consider putting Green at fullback. And me and Moats gave our stamp of approval. I felt like, worst case scenario, it just brings more entertainment to the offseason, the training camp, and the preseason. But what if it actually worked? Because I don't feel like Kendrick Green's the most optimal offensive lineman. So maybe he could do the Steelers some good at the fullback spot because he is rather athletic for his size. No one's going to want to get in the way of a dude that's 300 plus pounds running at him full steam, whether Kendrick's blocking or catching a ball out in the flat from the backfield, because he ran over Tanner Muse whenever that was on display in training camp. So hopefully this trend continues into preseason games, because why not? If we were going to keep Kendrick Green on this roster anyway, which looks to be the case because we do have him listed as the backup center, why not make him useful and get him out there on the field for like 5 to 10 snaps a game? But the unfortunate part is, based off Coach T's answer, it doesn't seem like he watches the podcast or got that idea from me and Moats, because he said this was actually something they experimented with dating back to last year in preparation for the Ravens game.
You know, he's done some nice things, but it's not new to him. We really discovered it late last season in preparation for Baltimore when he was representing that big fullback for them. That guy's a unique guy. And so we asked KG to provide a quality look for us, and he really did. And so we just kind of put that in our hip pocket. In an environment like this, man, we want to see what guys are capable of doing, adding to their cause and ours, and he's shown some flexibility there.
And here's the man himself discussing his newfound role.
It's just something the coaches kind of wanted to see, and we're just kind of working on that. It's nothing too serious right now, but still, being the backup center right now and just working through that. With that as a side job, I guess you could say.
Steelers All-Pro safety Minka Fitzpatrick adds, I seen it on film and was like, that's dangerous. Somebody's going to get hurt. He's a big boy. He caught a little pass in the flat today, and I was like, I definitely don't want to be tackling him. So who would have thought KG would go from top 5 most disliked Steelers currently to now probably top 5 most liked Steelers currently, all just because he took a few snaps at fullback during training camp. But hopefully it stays that way, because if he is liked, that means he's playing fullback and he's doing something right with the opportunity. Now, before I sign off, let's do some quarterback talk real quick, because I just wanted to inform you Kenny Pickett is doing pretty damn good this training camp. Like, we've seen the videos over the last couple weeks up to this point, like accuracy on point, deep throws on point, a lot of good things we're seeing out of 8 going into year 2. But then he had his best day of camp on Friday, and it seemed like it continued over the weekend. But for Friday Night Lights, went 11 for 12, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Only incompletion was Pickens making the catch but stepping out of bounds in 7 shots. No pass Pickett threw, hit the ground. His best day of camp. Hashtag Steelers. People that know ball and actually watch the games aren't surprised by this, but I will say the people that have been diminishing Kenny Pickett will absolutely be surprised once the regular season starts. Like, I remember going back to the draft when Dan Orlovsky said, KP8 won't be able to duel it out with these AFC North quarterbacks. Terrible take. David Carr, guy that actually played in the league, I think just said Kenny Pickett's going to hold back the Pittsburgh Steelers from competing in the AFC North. Terrible take. I feel like most of us have thought the year 2 jump for Pickett was inevitable. And the question has just been, to what degree? Does it mean he's going to be throwing for 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, etc., etc.? I didn't necessarily think it had to mean that. I thought we could do a lot of what we were doing at the end of 22 and just move it over into 2023. Now, open up the offense a little bit more, but we could still rely on the run, or at least have that be our first priority, play good defense, and have success and win ball games. But based off these reports, based off what I'm seeing in camp, I feel like this Canada offense may be more explosive than I or any of us have even thought, which will mean Kenny Pickett gonna cook. But that's it for this edition of Big Deke News on Tuesday. Sorry, it's been a minute. This was like my birthday weekend. My birthday was yesterday, so been taking it easy. We're gonna be going full grind mode here coming up because we got preseason games. Season's gonna be starting, so we in this for the long haul. And again, hope you enjoyed. Stay chill and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And peace.